Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hey friends, who's ready for another Steven Universe song? Today we're going to talk about the episode and song Full Disclosure. I love this song because it's a good look into anxiety and what it feels like when you're kind of spiraling. I also like how they wrote this song, like how they structured it. He starts with his dad. He's worried about his dad because his dad's like freaking out right now. He then says, everybody tells me life is precious on the planet Earth, and that means you. That's Connie. He's talking about Connie. So he's talking about his dad, he's talking about Connie, but he gives himself away. He's quite literally spiraling here. He's like, what am I going to tell you? I don't want you to worry. You don't want to know the things I've seen. I don't want you to be a part of this. You don't need this. You don't need me. You know what I'm saying? Like who suffers from anxiety? I know that you've said this. I've said this. Sometimes your demons get they get a little louder and they convince you that nobody needs you. We've all been there. The writing of the song is so great to me because it's like he's having a panic attack, but he's pretending like he's more worried about Connie and his dad, but he's the one who's having a panic attack. I just love it so much. The episode itself is absolutely fantastic too, because it's like the inner turmoil of how it feels when you have anxiety. Like, he starts off the episode super happy and excited. He just beat Jasper, which turned into Malachi, and Malachi just got dragged into the ocean, and then they won. To his dad having a massive panic attack and him just being like, wait, am I not supposed to be happy right now? And the whole time he's like trying to figure out if he's supposed to tell Connie or not. The Connie's just calling and calling and calling. And then he finally meets Reynaldo. And this is not somebody that you should seek advice from, okay? But he basically gets it into Steven's head that people like them are supposed to brood by ourselves. And we're supposed to shoulder this burden by ourselves. And that's when the song plays.
I don't want that for you.
After the song, he starts talking about building a fence and isolating themselves from the humans. And Garnet's like, we're not doing all of that. And the whole time, Connie is calling and calling and calling. She's so worried, she shows up to the house. And Steven sneaks out the window and sneaks right by her. He's like hiding from her. And he doesn't even have the balls to tell her that he don't want to be friends no more. But he's a little baby child. I know I'm being mean to the little baby Steven. But Connie is like, nah. You're not going to get out of it that easy. Say it to my motherfucking face, okay? Steven comes out and he's like, I can't. They talk it out and Steven realizes that Connie is there for the long haul. That's his best friend and he can tell her anything. But Connie also gets a lesson that Steven's going to isolate whenever he feels scared or worried. That is to be discussed later because he does it again. Put a ghost if you want to talk about that. But here in this moment, he is reminded that his best friend is here for him. And then shortly after in this scene, Greg comes up in the van and he's like, hey, I'm chill now. You know what I'm saying? The episode ends on a high note, you know what I'm saying? But ultimately a little ominously, if you ask me, because Jasper was just the beginning. What was going to come after them next? Who? And isn't that what the whole episode is all about? Just anxiety. I love this show so much. I just love talking about it. But I'll stop yapping and let y'all listen to the end of the song where they have this epic guitar solo. And you can really see what all he's really nervous about.
Don't need this. You don't need me. Ooh.